Yes, hello children. How are you doing? Yes, I hope you are doing well. Okay, welcome to online classes. Today we are going to deal with a new topic, of course, about seasons, right? So, what is the season? What is this season? Yes, your answer is right. It is a rainy season. Have you? Is it a man-made or is it natural? Yes, natural. Your answer is right. Right. So naturally, where it is coming from? Have you ever thought or imagined where does it come from? Isn't it? Yes. Rain is nothing but what? Yes, it's water. So to avoid to get drowned, to avoid to get the, drowning in the water, you use different types of things or materials. The first thing is umbrella, and the second is raincoat or different types of plastic covers while you are going outside in the rain to protect your body from the rain. We use different types of things or materials we use, right? So rain is nothing but water. you know Amazingly, the water, it will exist in three states. State means what? Here it is not like Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, like they are not states. Of course, according to the science, water exists in three states. One is solid form, and second one is liquid form, and third one is vapor form, or in other words, gaseous form. How many states are there? Here the water is existing in three states, that is solids, liquid, and vapor gaseous format. So water existing in solid form. Yes, your thinking is, your thoughts are right. If you go and open your refrigerator or deep refrigerator, you can have a tray. So what are the things available in the tray? You go and get it and observe. Yes, there are ice cubes. Where did it come from? So to get the ice blocks, so you have to pour some water, isn't it? That means the water it is converting into another form called solid form. In other words, we are calling it as solid ice, isn't it? It is ice. Ice it will get in solid form. It is a form of first form of water. Now coming to the second form of water is liquid, isn't it? Or the state of the water is liquid. Of course, in your tap water, well water, bore water, okay, in lakes, oceans, okay, wherever you can see the water exists in here liquid form. The same ocean water, if you go to polar regions, you will get in the form of solids, isn't it? Cold countries. And coming to the last stage, that is vapors, or else the gaseous form of the water, isn't it? Where you can see, have you ever, yes, while your mother is cooking, while your mother is boiling milk or water, you can see some fogs or some vapors which is coming out of the vessel, isn't it? If your mother is boiling or cooking some food, so you can see some vapor molecules are emanating from this bowl or some vessel. So this is nothing but, this is the form of, another form of water is nothing but vapor or gaseous molecules. So from this concept we are going to learn, we have learned that the water is existing in three ways. One is solid and liquid and vapor. So solid form example is ice, and water, it is in liquid form. Of course, we know that the vapor or gaseous form while boiling, or when you are giving some energy called heat energy, the water gets evaporated. Yes, here is a new term, new word has come. So before we go into this content, first you observe here, this is the change of states of water. Remember? So how the water is changing its states. This is the flow chart. It will come in the examination for 4 marks. So the examiner will asking you to draw the flow chart which explains about the how the water changes its states. So here observe here, ice. When you take ice and try to heat it, immediately it turns into water. That means from solid to liquid it is getting. So if you further heating this water, okay, again it will turn to water vapor. That means when a heat energy is given to ice, turns into water and turns into water vapor. So if you collect all these water vapors and try to cool it, then what you will get? Again water. And you collect this water in a bottle or in a vessel or in a tray and keep it in a deep refrigerator on cooling, you will get ice. That means here the states of water is changing on some conditions, but this change is a temporary change. You have to remember this one. Okay, converting the water from different forms to different forms, it is a change, but it is a temporary change. For example, if you have burned a paper, okay, with the help of a matchstick, you have just simply burned a paper, what you will get? You will get an ash. So will you, if the ash is collected and keep it in a bucket full of water, will you get the paper? No. So this is a permanent change. Once the paper turned into ash, you never get the same paper, even reversing the conditions. So this type of change is nothing but the permanent change, whereas in the first case, this is the example of temporary change where ice turns into water and water turns into water vapor. Now coming to the concept, how this rain we are obtaining on this earth. Okay, how we are getting this rain? You know, lake, ocean, different sources of water we have on this earth. So due to sun's heat, what happens to this water? So due to sun's heat, the water gets heated up. So from this chart, the water on heating, what it will become? Water vapor. So this vapor goes into the air or in the atmosphere, and it travels to maximum extent in this atmosphere, isn't it? They reaches to the highest position. Why they are going to highest position? Have you ever thought? Because the hotter bodies or the hot air molecules are lighter. Lighter means they have a less weight. We knew that less weight objects will float in the air, whereas the heavy weight objects will sit down in this atmosphere. That's why, you know, we'll keep ventilators and windows in different positions. See, the windows are kept, okay, above the wall. That means up to a small extent of height, whereas the ventilators will keep on the top of the wall. Why? Because, you know, the windows are kept in our rooms or in our houses only at the lower height, because the cold air is a little bit weight. That's why to enter the cold air, we will keep the windows at normal height. Whereas the ventilators, why do we keep these ventilators on top of the wall? Because, you know, the hot air. Sir, in rooms, how we will get this hot air? You know, you exhale and inhale the oxygen and carbon dioxide, isn't it? So the carbon dioxide is the hot gas or hot air. So hot air always lighter in weight, so it moves to the maximum height. Through the ventilators, it will be existing out, isn't it? It will exit from the ventilators. So that's the reason we'll keep windows and ventilators in different position in the same room. Of course, with this topic we'll discuss in the later classes, but today's class and today's content is very simple and easily you can learn. In my next video, I will explain you about the evaporation and condensation of two topics which plays a vital role to get the rain on this earth. So first thing, today we have learned about states of water or forms of water, isn't it? So ice, that is solid form, water is in liquid form, and vapors in gaseous form. Three forms of water, and the flowchart of 4 marks, which is very important. In the next video, okay, in my next video I will explain you about the evaporation and condensation and rest of the contents. And please go through with the textbook and practice, and you try to draw this with color pencils or color crayons or whatever the stationery you have with you. So please draw it in a paper and in a book. Please post it in the group. Thank you.